Stop lavishing free attention on women. Free attention when you see them out and about and start gawking and checking them out. Stop giving them your undivided attention, especially when she's on social media and posts a new photo of herself. Don't be another one of those beta orbiters who leaves 100 likes on that photo and comments like, "Oh, you're so beautiful," or "Oh, you're so gorgeous," completely supplicating to her and validating her in the hopes that in exchange she'll notice you and want to know more about you. Despite the fact that she has 100,000 followers and you're just another idiot liking her photos and posting comments. I mean, especially these Instagram girls. They don't care about you. They don't care about us. I've said it a million times, you're not doing yourself any favor by lavishing her with attention. All you're doing is boosting her ego. When I lived in San Francisco, there was a venue called the Matrix in the Marina. I used to go there a few times a week with my laptop and just work, and there were always women there. Beautiful women socializing with their girlfriends, and even though there were other guys they could pay attention to, they would always come and sit next to me even when I was completely unavailable. My head was buried in my laptop, and they asked, "What are you working on? What are you up to? Hello, what is your name?" Meanwhile, there are a bunch of other guys up against the bar, so why don't you go talk to them? No, they came to talk to me because I was the only guy in the bar who wasn't validating their ego or providing them with free attention. I was the only guy in there who was ignoring them. This is the ability to ignore beautiful women. A woman will have two types of physical intimacy with you. She'll either have validating pleasure with you, which is the type of pleasure you want, or she'll have transactional pleasure with you, in which you give her something in exchange for the pleasure. Whether it's monetary value or you're doing her favors by liking her photos and liking Instagram posts and things like that. What I teach my students is that they should only execute validating erotic pleasure with women. How do we get validation for all of our pleasure with women? Well, you've got to learn how to play some game on her and get her to chase you. Okay, you need to get her to pursue you rather than the other way around. You want her to chase you to the point where she wants to make love with you out of natural desire, not obligation, because you're doing all these favors for her, like taking to the shop, doing her DMV paperwork, standing in line for her, and all that. No, you want her to feel natural desire for you to the point where she craves the seed of an alpha male. Your seed. That will be a genuine desire and genuine validating intimacy because she sees you as the alpha right now. Otherwise, it's no different than these male feminists going to the Women's March and wearing the hats. What are they doing? Why are they sensualizing themselves as men and identifying more with the feminine than the masculine? It's because they believe that by identifying with these women and attempting to relate to them by abandoning their own masculinity, these women will eventually have physical relations with them in exchange for doing them that favor. So what these guys are doing is essentially their own version of a game, because everyone has a game method. Their version of the game is extremely manipulative. It's very deceptive. When you see a girl you like, and you just stand there and stare at her instead of approaching her, are you trying to come up with something to say because you don't have enough game? The longer you stand there, the less valuable you become. And believe me, if they're hot, these girls can feel you instinctively. You don't even have to look her way. They can feel your presence. So the longer you stand there, the lower your value becomes, and the more socially awkward you will appear. This is why if I see an attractive girl, I just go. I don't wait. I just go. They have a 3-second rule that was like the old mystery method where you have to approach within 3 seconds. I don't even wait 3 seconds. I see the girl and go. One thing I've learned is that women will go to great lengths to obtain validation. If you can get them to chase after your validation and then never give it to them, they will follow you until the end of time. They will not abandon you. They will stick by you and will not run around and cheat on you. A lot of guys out there believe that if you have all the money in the world, these women will stay with you, which is not true. I mean, I know plenty of rich guys in LA who can't keep their wives and girlfriends from going to the clubs every weekend, and these guys have a lot of money. Why can't they stop them like they can stop their girls running around on them? Because they don't have the right game. They lack the ability to entice the woman to pursue them. When it comes down to it, having a woman chase your validation is invaluable. It's far more valuable than the guy with millions of dollars in the bank in terms of keeping that girl around. I've taken girls away from guys with far more money and celebrity than I do. But I've taken these girls away because I can take them on that emotional roller coaster. Those highs and lows allow me to elevate her emotions, making her feel happy, sad, crazy, excited, and mad sensual. I can make her feel these things at the drop of a hat. And as a result, the woman is obsessed with me. I have girls in my life who I met in the 1990s who are still hitting me up, calling, texting, and even though they have men, they are still hitting me up. They still want that dopamine rush that they know only a drug dealer can provide because, really, that's all you're giving them is this feeling, which is very much like a drug. You stop charging their egos like a dead battery and don't give them free attention. Many times, I'm the only guy in a girl's life who isn't commenting on her social media, isn't acting like a beta orbiter, and unsurprisingly, I'm the guy who was hooking up with her. While I let all the beta orbiters out there do all the heavy lifting, I let them do all the hard work. They're the ones complimenting her. They're the ones telling her how beautiful she is. Despite the fact that a lot of these girls bug me about it, saying things like, "You never liked my photo. I just uploaded a nice one for you. It was for you." I'm always like, yeah, it was for me, okay. I put it off. All you're doing by giving them free attention is empowering them. And as I've taught you, giving women power is a recipe for disaster. I'm gonna wrap up here until next time. Don't forget to hit the like button below and the notification bell at the top to be notified whenever I release a new coaching video. Most importantly, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you guys again.